We are phenomenal women, and we go where our hearts beat.
All right, based on their scores in the preliminary interview, swimsuit, and long gown competition, 15 contenders have emerged on the top of the list. Now, aside from them, one more candidate will join the top 15. Now, this candidate has garnered the highest number of votes in the voting page conducted by Lazada, the official e-commerce partner of Miss Universe Philippines. So from October 15th to the 22nd, our delegates received almost 300,000 votes of over 2 million votes total. So that person is the person I will be announcing right now, and she will join the top 15. This means I will be calling out 16 names who will move on to the next round. I will call on our delegates by batch and reveal who among them have made it to our top 16. But let's first begin with our first batch of delegates who are on stage right now. I will announce Lazada's top vote getter, who will receive 100,000 pesos worth of Lazada wallet credits, which she can use to shop for Lazada's upcoming 11/11 sale, which happens on November 11th. Plus another 100,000 pesos cash for her chosen charity. And I think we're ready to go ahead and announce that right now. The Lazada top vote getter happens to belong to our first batch of contenders, who I mentioned earlier, who is on stage right now. 300,000 votes of over 2 million votes altogether. She is none other than Miss Biliran Skelly Ivy, Florida. And her chosen charity is the Learners with Special Education Needs of the DepEd Division of Biliran. Congratulations, Miss Skelly. You are now automatically into the top 16 list. Of our top 15, the envelope will be presented by Mr. Alan Ocho, partner of Sisip Gores and Valayo Company, our official tabulators. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Right? That's what we got to do. We remain very, very safe here, yes? All right. From the first batch of candidates, aside from Miss Biliran, 3 women have made it into our top 16. Here we go. Starting with Miss Albay Paula Ortega. Next up, we have Miss Bohol Pauline Amalinks. And the last one from this batch, Miss Aklan, Cristel Abelio. All right, moving on to our second batch of empowered contenders. From this batch, we have five from this batch, all right? And here we go with our first contender from this batch from Iloilo City, Rabia Mateo. Congratulations. Next up, we have from Cebu City, Tracy Marine Perez. And next, from Davao City, Eliza Malinaw. right, our fourth contender for this group. From Cavite, Kimberly Hackinson. Congratulations. Also in the top 16 from Cebu Province, April Smith. All right, moving on to our third batch of candidates. And remember, this is in no particular order. This is as random as it comes. All right, so for this batch, we actually have two contenders. From batch 3, joining the top 16, we have Miss Masamis Oriental, Caroline Joy Vernilia, also making it into the top 16 from Mandaue, Lou Dominique Pixon. All right, we have our final batch of delegates, and from this group, we will get 5 to finish off our top 16. Let's welcome to the top 16 from Taguig, Sandra Lemonon. Congratulations, we are now down to our last 4. Also joining her in the top 16. From Quezon City, Michelle Gumabao. Here we go to our final 3 to round off our top 16. From Romblon, Marie Faye Taharan. All right, here we go to our final 2 of our top 16. Here we go. From Pasig, Rihanna Agatha Pangandian. All right, we are now down to our final contender to make it into the top 16. Let me just say that to all of our contenders, to all of the beautiful women that joined so far, you have all been phenomenal and amazing. So let's find out who already will make it into the top 16 and have a chance at winning that crown. Are you ready? To the 57 people here. All right, here we go, rounding it to the top 16. From Parañaque, Maria Isabella Ismael. Congratulations. So from over 1,000 who auditioned to the official delegates who have made it all the way here, we are now down to our top 16. So congratulations, ladies, for making it this far. One of you will be crowned Miss Universe Philippines, but you have to go through some more challenges. It would not be that easy. All right, we have more things for you guys to do to make it to the finish line. And that first test will happen in a second. We will test your public speaking ability in expressing your thoughts and winning our hearts, all within 30 seconds. Ready or not? That's coming up next. We'll be right back.
cantar com muita alegria. Vamos acreditar essas baianas da Maria. Povo que eu cheguei, vai outra vez, deixa meu baiano.
And we are back here at the Baguio Country Club, the first and only 5-star mountain resort in the Philippines. Now, during one of the pre-pageant sessions, our candidates, along with Miss Universe 2019, Zozobini Tunzi, she actually imparted on them that this is an opportunity of a lifetime. As you journey through this, find what it is that makes you who you are. Well, in a few minutes, we're actually going to have a better idea of who our top 16 finalists truly are when they get a chance to speak from their hearts and minds. And we would like to emphasize that they are also allowed to communicate in any language or dialect that they feel comfortable within, whether it's English, Filipino, or their own local dialect. We have interpreters on standby for that. So this is a crucial round of the competition. I will read the topic. You have 30 seconds to speak. When you hear this chime, you must immediately stop and I will call on the next finalist. Why don't we go ahead and let's begin with our first finalist from Biliran. Hello, Skelly, how are you?
Hello, Casey, I feel great today.
Do you feel great? Over 300,000 people voted for you. How does that make you feel?
I really feel overwhelmed and I really didn't expect it to be that much. And I'm so happy and I want to thank everyone who voted for me. Thank you so much.
So here we go with your first topic. Throughout this journey, you have discovered that you are a phenomenal woman who is conditioned for greater. How can you create a positive and lasting impact to the world around you? You have 30 seconds.
As a beauty queen, I know that I can be greater because we are a voice, a spokesperson to others. And as I stand in here, I know that I can really inspire someone, even just one person, and I know that that person can be greater, just like me, because I am standing here representing my province with pride, and I know someone will be inspired by the things that I do, and they will also do the same in the near future, and they will be greater also. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Skelly. All right, here we go now with our second contender. Hello there, Miss Albay. It says here that you love babies, dogs, and dancing.
Correct.
Which one do you love the most?
Why do you have to choose? I'll choose all three.
Okay, that works for me too. Yeah, okay. This is a topic. It's not a question. You get 30 seconds to answer this or give your comments on this. Throughout this journey, you have discovered that you are a phenomenal woman who is conditioned for greater. How can you create a positive and lasting impact to the world around you?
Well, to do that, it was about finding myself, to know what I want to do in my life, to find my core values, and then from there, instill it to other people, to make them passionate, to know what you want to do in your life in order to become greater, to become phenomenal for the universe.
Thank you so much, Miss Albay. All right, our next contender is Miss Bohol. How are you doing, Pauline?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How about you?
No one ever asked me questions.
Oh, I'm sorry. Should I not have done that?
It's okay. So I'll go ahead and read what you're supposed to comment on instead. All right, you have 30 seconds to answer this. Throughout this journey, you have discovered that you are a phenomenal woman who is conditioned for greater. How can you create a positive and lasting impact to the world around you? Your time starts now.
I can be a positive and lasting impact by being a role model, by embodying what it means to me to be greater. It is a constant struggle. It is a constant commitment to always work on being stronger, embracing my vulnerabilities, and knowing that I am the perfect version of my imperfect self, and empowering and enabling other girls, everyone, to feel the same way, because we are greater in our own rights.
Thank you so much, Miss Bohol, Pauline Amalinks. All right, now we have Miss Aklan, Cristel Abelio. It says here that you have competed internationally in sports. What sport is that?
Basketball and volleyball.
What position?
I played outside hitter for volleyball, and then for basketball, I played sorry. And then for basketball, I played third point.
I played bench. I don't play basketball. I'm not very good at it. Okay. Throughout this journey, you have discovered that you are a phenomenal woman who is conditioned for greater. How can you create a positive and lasting impact to the world around you? Your time starts now.
Throughout my journey, I have, just like my sisters and I, we have all grown into the phenomenal woman that we are today. And I believe that with this journey and through this path, rest of the universe. And I believe that in order to make an impact to the rest of the universe, it is our responsibility to use our platform and to use our influence. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Aklan Cristel Abelio. All right, now we have Miss Iloilo City, Miss Rabia Mateo. How are you?
I'm doing great. I feel like I'm one step closer from having my first national crown.
Well, you are actually. You are in the top 16. So let's see how it goes with this, this comment here. You have 30 seconds to answer this. Throughout this journey, you have discovered that you are a phenomenal woman who is conditioned for greater. How can you create a positive and lasting impact to the world around you? Your time starts now.
First of all, I need to stick to my core, which is being passionate about educating people. I am a lecturer, and I've been pursuing this because this education had helped me to have that comfortable life that I and my family deserves. And I want to push people. I want them to achieve greater things in life through me. And I know with Miss Universe, anything is possible because I am a phenomenal woman with a heartfelt beauty.
Thank you very much, Miss Iloilo City, Rabia Mateo. All right, next up we have Miss Cebu City, Tracy Maureen Perez. How are you, Tracy?
I'm feeling excited. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
It says here that you like flip-top culture, like the hip-hop rap battle thing.
Yes, that's absolutely it.
You ready to battle?
Let's do it.
Let's don't do it. Let's not.
Let's not do it. Okay, I get it.
Not a good idea for me. Okay, so here is your comment, please. Throughout this journey, you have discovered that you are a phenomenal woman who is conditioned for greater. How can you create a positive and lasting impact to the world around you? You have 30 seconds.
In order for me to be able to create a positive and lasting impact to the world, I would always use my experiences, because that is the best possible way in order for me to be able to relate to people, to connect to people, relating with them through my experiences. I've lived a challenging life all throughout my life. And I know that a lot of people all over the world will be able to personally relate to my story. And if given this platform, I will be able to share that story to the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Cebu City, Tracy Maureen Perez. All right, our next contender is Miss Davao City, Eliza Flor Malinaw. And she actually represented the Philippines in Asia's Next Top Model before, yes?
Yes.
So how does it feel being on the stage again here?
Excited.
Okay.
Just like Ate Teresa Licar said, I'm happy to be asked.
Okay. All right. So your question that we need a comment on is this. Throughout this journey, you have discovered that you are a phenomenal woman who is conditioned for greater. How can you create a positive and lasting impact to the world around you?
Nag-appeal ko diri sa pageant na gusto na ko ipakita ang tinuod na ako. Expected diri sa pageant na you have to be prim and proper and you have to speak in English. And karon nga magstorya ako og Bisaya, gusto na ako na maghatag og way sa mga nasa probinsya na kailangan nila mag-speak up para madungog sila maski unsang lingwahe ang ilahang gamiton. Lalo na karon na kailangan nato tabangan ng mga babae sa maski asang lugar kay maybe naa sila sa ilahang balay karon ug kailangan nila og tabang, kailangan nato sila madungog og ang lingwahe ihatag nato sa ilaha.
Next up, Miss Cavite, Kimberly Billy Hackinson. Hello.
Hi, good evening, Casey.
Hi, you know what? Of everyone who has come here on stage, there's only one person who has shorter hair than you. It's me, by the way. Yeah. Are you cold?
I'll get there.
Oh, are you cold, maybe?
It's freezing.
Yes. All right. So warm everyone up with this answer. Oh, nice. Bad joke? Okay. Here we go. Throughout this journey, you have discovered that you are a phenomenal woman who is conditioned for greater. How can you create a positive and lasting impact to the world around you? Time starts now.
I was a survivor of gender-based abuse. And without knowing it, maybe so are you. And I am not here to just be a voice. I am here to amplify voices. Because we will not be silenced by fear anymore. We are here to be empowered by truth. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cavite, Kimberly Hackinson. And now we have Cebu Province, April Smith. We'll go straight to the question. Throughout this journey, you have discovered that you are a phenomenal woman who is conditioned for greater. How can you create a positive and lasting impact to the world around you? Time starts now.
How can I give impact lasting in this world right now? Simply don't stop about my purpose, because I myself is a positive person, and I will continue my purpose and uplift each other and to be beyond phenomenal to the other people. And I will continue to inspire many young little April Smith to continue their dreams and to achieve their goals in life, because they can be beyond phenomenal. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cebu Province, April Smith. All right, next we have Miss Misamis Oriental, Caroline Joy Veronilla. Here is the statement. We need your opinion on this. Throughout this journey, you have discovered that you are a phenomenal woman who is conditioned for greater. How can you create a positive and lasting impact to the world around you? Time starts now.
I have always believed in the power of storytelling. I believe that we can be greater during this time when we share stories that inspires, that empowers, and encourages. Because when we share stories, we know better. And when we know better, we do better. And by that, we become greater. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Misamis Oriental, Caroline Joy Veronilla. All right, here we go. Mandaue City, Lou Dominic Pixon. Here is the statement. We need your opinion on this. Throughout this journey, you have discovered that you are a phenomenal woman who is greater, conditioned for greater. How can you create a positive and lasting impact to the world around you? Time starts now.
If there's something that I learned during the pandemic, it's time is constant, and there's nothing that you can do once you've already done the things that you can do today. One thing that I learned through all my life that my parents have also portrayed of me is that you can never, unless you go beyond what you have already mastered, you will never grow. This is something that we should take into account if we were to be conditioned for greater. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Miss Mandaue City, Lou Pixon. All right, next up, Miss Taguig, Sandra Lamanon. All right, here is the comment. Please give us your opinion on this. Throughout this journey, you have discovered that you are a phenomenal woman who is conditioned for greater. How can you create a positive and lasting impact to the world around you? Time starts now.
My greatest contribution that I can give is speaking about mental health. I've been through a lot in my life and a lot of struggles. I deal with depression, anxiety, and abuse. And what I want to say to anyone who's ever dealt with this is that don't be ashamed about it. Don't hide. Please share, because we need to hear these stories. We need to communicate together, have open communication in our households, and that's how I'm going to contribute as a phenomenal woman. I want to be authentic and truly myself. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Taguig, Sandra Lamanon. All right, here we go with Miss Quezon City, Michelle Gumabao. We need your comments on this. Throughout this journey, you have discovered that you are a phenomenal woman who is conditioned for greater. How can you create a positive and lasting impact to the world around you? Time starts now.
The volleyball court was the first ever stage I walked on. And I know that God is using me to share my passion for the sport to the younger generation. This is how I know that I am phenomenal and conditioned for greater. Because I want to instill in the youth qualities like faith, passion, hard work, and discipline, because I stand here today as proof that these can help you achieve your dreams. And I'm here to tell you to fight and never give up and be relentless in the pursuit of your dreams. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Quezon City, Michelle Gumabao. All right, now we move to Miss Romblon, Marie Faye Taharan. All right, here is your statement. Throughout this journey, you have discovered that you are a phenomenal woman who is conditioned for greater. How can you create a positive and lasting impact to the world around you? Time starts now.
I was born and raised in a small town of Calatrava, Romblon, where life is simple and happy. But this global pandemic changed everything. It created chaos and lost millions of lives. But we Filipinos are resilient. And that's what I'm very proud of. And that is why I want to encourage everyone to keep continuing the Bayanihan spirit. Because that's what makes us Filipino. And I'm proud to say I am Filipino.
Thank you so much, Miss Romblon. All right, moving on to Miss Pasig City, Rihanna Pangindian. Here is the statement. Throughout this journey, you have discovered that you are a phenomenal woman who is conditioned for greater. How can you create a positive and lasting impact to the world around you? Time starts now.
Being a Filipina and being a candidate of the first ever Miss Universe Philippines, I have went through a lot of challenges that shaped me to be who I am today. And I stand here representing everyone who has been overlooked and underestimated. I believe that everyone can be conditioned for greater if they believe in themselves and keep the faith. And as I hopefully win this year.
Thank you so much. Round of applause for Miss Pasig City. All right, we are now down to our last contender of our top 16, Miss Parañaque. Throughout this journey, you have discovered that you are a phenomenal woman who is conditioned for greater. How can you create a positive and lasting impact to the world around you? Time starts now.
One of the things that I've learned that is valuable is actually staying true to yourself and being as authentic as you can be no matter where you are. And that's something I learned as I went on in this journey. And I'm very thankful that I've been able to really realize that. I'm thankful that I am who I am today. I am thankful that I am able to show you all exactly who I am. And I can't wait to continue doing that and hopefully inspire more people to be themselves as well. Be proud of who you are, and that's the most that you can do for everybody and for yourself.
Thank you so much. Round of applause, Miss Parañaque Maria Isabella Ismael. There you have it, our top 16 finalists expressing their most heartfelt thoughts about that given topic. Each one of them displayed amazing grace under pressure. Don't you agree? I would say that everyone here agrees, because I can see everyone's faces because there's like 10 of us. To our frontliners here, and of course to the ladies out there watching us, remember that no dream is too big. The Filipina always strives for greatness because you are conditioned for greater. We are so proud and thankful that our official hair sponsor, Cream Silk, not only gives us ultimately beautiful hair, but also shares the same vision in making the Philippines pursue greatness. Oh, isn't that ironic, me talking about hair products? The highly anticipated swimsuit competition is up next. I'm sure everybody is excited for that. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back.
Pandemic strain of a virus.
It is during times of crisis that we bring out the best in us. When there is fear all around us, we give hope to those who need it. When there is uncertainty, we keep moving forward. We can overcome any obstacle Because this is how we are conditioned. We are greater than any challenge, greater than any crisis. We are Filipinas, and we are conditioned for greater.
You have just seen some astonishing images from the province of Benguet as displayed on our LED screens, brought to us by MediaCast Digital Group, your digital excellence, your partner in modern digital solutions. Thank you so much. Now, after hearing them speak their minds, our top 16 are now ready to get back on stage wearing exquisite swimwear designed by Dubai-based and internationally renowned Fern One of Amato Couture. Let us unveil the Miss Universe Philippines Top 16 Swimsuit Competition.
Magandang dilag, puso ko yung nabihag. Wala nang ninanais, ligaya kang labis. Oh, magandang dilag. Bawat lakad mo, lahat sila napapatingin. Di mawari, ba't ganun ang nangyayari sa akin? Isang ngiti mo lang parang nakakabaliw. Ano bang ginawa mo? Ako'y naaaliw. Tinatanaw kita, para bang isang tala sa gitna ng kalawakan.
Our first candidate, Biliran Skelly Ivy Florida.
Wala nang ninanais, ligaya kang labis. Oh, magandang dilag. Oh, magandang dilag. Puso ko'y nahalina. Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit. Oh, magandang dilag. Kahit na pilitin pang umiwas-iwas sa'yo, oh, paikot-ikot ka dito sa isipan ko. Wala na nang ibang
Mahal by Paula Ortega.
Tanaw kita, para bang isang tala sa gitna ng kalawakan. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko yung nabihag. Wala nang ninanais, ligaya kang labis.
From Bohol, Pauline Amalix.
Magandang dilag, puso ko'y nahalina. Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit. Oh, magandang dilag.
Let's make some noise for Aklan Cristel Abelio.
Tanaw kita, para bang isang tala sa gitna ng kalawakan. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko yung nabihag.
Next up, Iloilo City, Rabia Mateo.
Magandang dilag, magandang dilag, puso ko'y nahalina. Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko'y yung nabihag. Wala nang ninanais, ligaya kang labis. Magandang dilag. Magandang
Up next, Cebu City, Tracy Maureen Perez.
Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit. Magandang dilag. Kahit na pilitin pang umiwas-iwas sa'yo, paikot-ikot ka dito sa isipan ko. Wala na nang iba, nag-iisa ka lang, nag-iisang bituin sa kalangitan ko.
It's time for Davao City, Eliza Flor Molina.
Para bang isang tala sa gitna ng kalawakan. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko yung nabihag. Wala nang ninanais, ligaya kang labis. Oh,
Next up, Cavite, Kimberly Billy Hackinson.
magandang dilag, puso ko'y nahalina. Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit. Oh, magandang dilag.
Cebu Province, April Smith.
Tanaw kita, para bang isang tala sa gitna ng kalawakan. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko yung nabihag. Wala nang ninanais.
Next up, Misamis Oriental, Caroline Joy Veronilia.
Magandang dilag, puso ko'y nahalina. Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko'y yung nabihag. Wala nang ninanais, ligaya kang labis. Oh, magandang
Mandaue City, Lou Dominic Pixon.
Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit. Oh, magandang dilag. Kahit na pilitin pang umiwas-iwas sa'yo, oh, paikot-ikot ka dito sa isipan ko. Wala nang ang iba, nag-iisa ka lang. Nag-iisang bituin sa kalangitan ko.
From Taguig, Sandra Lebanon.
Tanaw ta, para bang isang tala sa gitna ng kalawakan. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko yung nabihag. Wala nang ninanais, ligaya kang labis. Oh, magandang dilag.
Representing Quezon City, Michelle Gumabaw.
Puso ko'y nahalina. Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit. Oh, magandang dilag.
From Romblon, Marie Faye Taharan.
Oh, tinatanaw-tanaw kita, para bang isang tala sa gitna ng kalawakan. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko yung nabihag. Wala nang ninanais, ligaya kang labis. Oh,
Next up, Pasig City, Rihanna Agatha Pangantian.
magandang dilag, puso ko'y nahalina. Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko'y yung nabihag. Wala nang ninanais, ligaya kang labis. Oh, magandang.
Our final candidate, Pereniake, Maria Isabella Ismael.
Puso ko'y nahalina. Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit. Oh, magandang dilag. Kahit na pilitin pang umiwas-iwas sa'yo, oh, paikot-ikot ka dito sa isipan ko. Wala nang ang iba, nag-iisa ka lang. Nag-iisang bituin sa kalangitan ko. Oh, tinatanaw-tanaw kita, para bang isang tala sa gitna ng kalawakan. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko yung nabihag. Wala nang ninanais, ligaya kang labis. Oh, magandang dilag. Oh, magandang dilag, puso ko'y nahalina. Wala nang ninanais, biyaya ng langit. Oh, magandang dilag.
All these self-loving things. There's no stopping a phenomenal Filipina who takes good care of herself. Skincare is self-care.
Pagsabay-sabay at kapit kamay, walang hindi natin kakayanin. Iisang bansa lang tayo. Pagsama-sama, may pag-asa. Because we are one Ginebra Nation.
With an accompanying serenation by three of our promising performers, Alan Cecilio, Kevin Montilano, and Anjo Damiles. Here is the third and final make or break round of tonight's competition. Be dazzled by the confidence and sophistication of our phenomenal top 16 finalists in their evening gowns.
Ningning ng iyong mata, para bang mga dala.
Candidate number 1, Skelly Ivy Florida, Biliran.
Di mapigilan tuwing na'y mabighanin, sumpang hindi ko matakasan. Huwag pauwiin, ligayang di pa naranasan. Sana'y manatili, lumulutang ba sa alapa, sumasayaw ang mga pulalakap ng masilayan. Yung kalawakan, nagiliwanan ng kalupaan, kapangyarihan di mapaliwanag tuwing masilayan. Yung kalawakan.
Albay Paula Ortega.
Pag-ibig ba'y pula? Bakit nasisilayan ko ang langit? Dinadala sa kawalan, daigdig na di pa narating.
Pauline Amalix, Bohol.
Di ko matakasan, huwag pauwiin, ligayang di pa naranasan. Sana'y manatili, lumulutang ba sa alapa, sumasayaw ang mga pulalakaw ng masilayan. Yung kalawakan, nagiliwanan ng kalupaan, kapangyarihan di mapaliwanag tuwing masilayan. Yung kalawakan.
Cristel Abelio, Aklan.
Biniipit ako ng hangin, oh, hinahangad na mapasakit.
Rabia Mateo, Iloilo City.
Lumulutang ba sa alaka? Sumasayang mga bulalakaw ng masilaya. Yung kalawaga, iniwanan ng kalupaan. Kapangyarihan di mapaliwanag. Tuwing masilayan, yung iyong kalawagan.
Tracy Maureen Perez, Cebu City.
Ang iyong kalawakan.
Eliza Flor Malinaw, Davao City.
Ningning ng iyong mata, para bang mga tala sa gabi. Kumikisla-kisla, di mapigilan tuwing ay mabighani. Sumpang hindi ko matakasan, huwag pauwiin. Likayang di pa naranasan, sana'y manatili. Lumulutang ba sa alapa? Sumasayang mga bulalakaw ng masilay.
Kimberly Hackinson, Cavite.
Nagiliwanag ng kalupaan, kapangyarihan di mapaliwanag. Tuwing masilayan, yung kalawagan. Nag-ibig ba'y wala?
April Smith, Cebu Province.
Yan ko ang langit, dinadala sa kawalan. Daigdig na di pa narating, sumpang hindi ko matakasan. Pagpauwian di pa naranasan, sana'y manatili. Lumulutang ba sa alapa? Sumasayang mga bulalakaw ng masilaya.
Caroline Joy Veronilla, Misamis Oriental.
Nagiliwanag ng kalupaan, kapangyarihan di mapaliwanag. Tuwing masilayan, yung kalawagan. Binikit-bit ako ng hangin.
Lou Dominic Hickson, Mandaue.
Hangad na mapasakin. Lumulutang ba sa alaka? Sumasayang mga bulalakaw ng masilaya. Yung kalawagan, iniwanan ng kalupaan, kapangyarihan di mapaliwanag.
Sandra Lamanon, Taguig.
Yung iyong kalawagan. Ang iyong kalawagan. Masilayan ng iyong kalawagan. Ang iyong kalawagan.
Michelle Teresa Gumabao, Quezon City.
Nining ng iyong mata, para bang mga dala sa gabi. Kumikisla-kisla, di mapigilan tuwing na'y mabighani. Sumpang hindi ko matakasan, wag bawiin.
Marie Taharan Romblon,
Naranasan, sana'y manatili. Lumulutang ba sa alapa, sumasayaw ang mga pulalakap ng masilayan. Yung kalawakan, nagiliwanan ng kalupaan, kapangyarihan di mapaliwanag. Tuwing masilayan, yung kalawakan.
Rihanna Agatha Pangandian, Pasig.
Nag-ibig ba'y wala? Bakit nasisilayan ko ang langit? Di nadala sa kawalan, daigdig na di pa narating. Sumpang hindi ko matakasan, wag bawiin. Likayang di pa naranasan.
Our final candidate, Maria Isabella Ismael Paranaque.
Sumasayaw ang mga pulalakaw ng masilayan. Yung kalawakan, nagiliwanan ng kalupaan, kapangyarihan di mapaliwanag. Tuwing masilayan, yung kalawakan. Binibit-bit ako ng hangin, oh, hinahangad na mapasakin. Lumulutang mo sa alapa, sumasayaw ang mga bulalakaw ng masilayan. Yung kalawakan, nagiliwanan ng kalupaan, kapangyarihan di mapaliwanag. Tuwing masilayan, yung iyong kalawakan. Ang iyong kalawakan, masilayan ng iyong ang iyong kalawakan.
From their 30-second speeches to the exciting swimsuit and the enthralling evening gown competition, the suspense has undeniably been building here, just as Huawei has been building fully connected and intelligent worlds. With Huawei, anything is possible, just as anything and everything is now possible for each of our top 16 contenders. When we return, only 5 of them will have a chance to be crowned as Miss Universe Philippines 2020. We are back here at the first and only 5-star mountain resort in our country, Baguio Country Club. With the utmost appreciation, we'd love to give that to Anthony De Leon, the General Manager of BCC, for safely housing all of the candidates, the staff, myself as well. So big round of applause for you and the BCC. Thank you so much. We would also like to thank and acknowledge songwriter Kiko Salazar for the original songs that were featured in our preliminary and final presentations. So thank you so much. Since the announcement of our official delegates 8 months ago, the Miss Universe Philippines organization has ingrained in them that this pageant is not only about beauty. They also have gone through beautiful transformations to become inspiring women complemented with action. In partnership with Front Row Cares and the Miss Universe organization, our candidates wholeheartedly participated in many donation drives and charitable events before and especially during this pandemic to bring smiles to our countrymen. Please, let's all watch this.
A simple, warm smile says everything will be all right. Smiles are universal. And through Miss Universe Philippines and Front Row Cares, 48 smiling angels were able to give people help and hope. And it all started with a smile of hope.
Sama-sama tayong bumangon.
Sama-sama tayong magtulungan.
Walang iwanan. Because Front Row Cares.
And now the lives of our top contenders are about to go through another beautiful transformation. Based on their average scores in their 30-second speeches, swimsuit, and evening gown performances, the judges have now come up with the top 5 finalists. One of them will have the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity of being Miss Universe Philippines 2020. Ladies, are you ready? For the list of our top 5, the envelope will be presented by Mr. Alan Ocho, partner of Sisip Gores and Valayo Company, our official tabulators. Thank you very much. Amazing job. All right, let me just let all of the contenders know that this by far has been the closest top 5 that I have ever been involved in my 20 years of hosting. There is literally not even a single whole digit from 1 to 8, all right? So it is literally only fractions of a number that separate you guys. So with that said, it's time for us to now get to the top 5 finalists. Again, this is in no particular order. Here we go. Our first finalist from Quezon City, Michelle Gumabao. Congratulations. Also making it into the top 5. Congratulations, Cavite, Kimberly Hackinson. All right, down to our last 3. Also making it into the top 5. Congratulations to Bohol. Pauline Amalinks from Bohol, congratulations. We are now down to our final two for our final five. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome here to the final five from Iloilo City, Rabia Mateo. Congratulations. And now it is time for us to find our final contender in our top five. All right, here we go. Our final contender is from Parañaque, Maria Isabella Ismael. Congratulations once again to our top five, and also just a word to all of the candidates. You all did phenomenal. You are all amazing and beautiful and wonderful women. And to make it this far, through all of the pandemic, through all the ups and downs, through all the trials, the struggles, and the tribulations, you guys are all winners. This has been a great experience. Very, very powerful Filipino women. Congratulations. Our top five finalists are bracing themselves for the toughest round of the competition, because next up is the question and answer segment with a twist. That's coming right up. Miss Universe Philippines expresses its gratitude to Congressman Eric Yap for his warmest welcome to the candidates in various breathtaking spots of Benguet. As I mentioned earlier, in this first edition of Miss Universe Philippines, we shall conduct this much dreaded yet most anticipated round with a twist. To test their ability to have an eloquent answer, sustained conversation, they will be initially asked one distinct question of each of the top five. And then this will be immediately followed by one common, relevant, and thought-provoking question for all of our top contenders. This means they won't have the time to rehearse an answer or go over something that they have practiced in their head. All right? So this will definitely test their composure throughout the entire process. So I'm sure that everybody is ready to get this going. I'm sure our candidates are ready. Our judges are ready. Consider everyone at zero again. Let's start with Quezon City, Michelle Gumabao. Hello, Michelle.
Hi, good evening.
All right, I shall ask you not just one, but two questions. The second of which is the same question for all five of the top five candidates. We have actually asked all of our top five candidates to pick a number backstage, and we are going to start with you. So your first question is actually question number 2. You have 30 seconds to answer this question. At the end of 30 seconds, you will hear this. And then right after that, I will ask you the question that I will ask all the other candidates as well, and you have another 30 seconds to answer that as well, okay? All right.
Okay, thank you.
Here we go. Our first question. If you are under strict quarantine and isolation, what is the most important mobile app for you and why?
The most important app during this whole quarantine was my Bible. Having faith in the midst of this pandemic was very vital to me, not only for my mental health, but also for my sanity. It got me through the toughest of times. I was able to get through others through the toughest of times, and it kept me centered and it kept me grounded. And that's the most important thing that I would need in a pandemic. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are you ready for your second question?
Yes, bring it on.
All right, here it comes. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential and non-essential. Where do pageants stand in this time of crisis? Time starts now.
As we all know, pageants are a very, very inspiring event not only to the Philippines, but to every country who supports pageantry. It is important to stage a pageant and to show the Philippines that we are much more than our setbacks and our failures, and that we are able to overcome any adversity. Having a pageant symbolizes hope, and right now on the stage, that is who we are. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Quezon City, Michelle Gumabao. And now we move on to our next candidate from Cavite, Kimberly Hackinson, aka Billy.
Good evening, judges.
All right, Billy, I will ask you 2 questions. You had a chance to pick your question backstage. After 30 seconds, you will hear this. And then I will ask you another question. All right, are you ready? Okay. Here's your first question. What advice will you give to a first-time voter for the 2022 elections? Time starts now.
We have fought long and hard for our right to suffrage. And this is not something that we should waste. For us to be able to complain and be able to appreciate the things that we have as Filipino citizens, we have to vote. We have to participate in selecting our leaders. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, here is your second question. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential or non-essential. Where do pageants stand in this time of crisis?
I am someone who is usually an independent person. But because of this beauty pageant, I realized that I needed to ask for help, that I needed to reach out to people. And same goes for everyone else. To be able to survive something as big as this pandemic, altruism should be practiced and cooperation is always the key. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Round of applause for Cavite, Kimberly Hackinson. Next up, we shall hear from Bohol, Pauline Amalinks. Good evening.
Good evening again.
How are you?
Overwhelmed, but all in all, very grateful to be here.
Yes, here we go. Down to the final couple questions. I will ask you 2 questions. One, you picked backstage. After you hear 30 seconds, after you talk for 30 seconds, you'll hear this. And then I'll give you another 30 seconds to answer the second question. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Your first question. What factors influence you in deciding on what to buy or post online?
The factors that help me decide that is basically what I want to put out there, what I want to show the world about myself, how I want to portray myself. What matters most is that we know who we are, that we are true to our authentic selves, and that we always try our best to show and share that to the rest of the world, and hopefully inspire them to do the same.
Thank you. Here is your second question. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential and non-essential. Where do pageants stand in this time of crisis? Go.
I think pageants are now an amazing platform to show that not all our dreams are canceled. They're just put on hold. And for us, we're lucky that we're still able to make this one dream come true, to stand here, to spread hope, to rally people together in action and conversation, and spark change. And together, I'm sure we can make a positive impact out there on this stage. That is the essence of beauty pageants in the time of the pandemic.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Bohol, Pauline Amalinks. Now let's call on Iloilo. Rabia Mateo. Good evening.
Good evening, Casey. How are you doing?
I'm nervous. For everybody. Okay. So I will ask you 2 questions. You're able to choose a number backstage. After you talk for 30 seconds, you will hear this. And then I will ask another question where you receive another 30 seconds. Clear?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Your first question. If you could create a new paper currency with the image of any Filipino on it, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
If I were given the chance, I want to use the face of Miriam Defensor Santiago. For those who don't know, she was an Ilongga, but what I admired about her is that she used her knowledge, her voice to serve the country. And I want to be somebody like her, somebody who puts her heart, her passion into action. And after all, she is the best president that we never had.
Okay, it's time for your second question. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential or non-essential. Where do pageants stand in this time of crisis?
As a candidate, I know I'm not just the face of Iloilo City, but I am here carrying hope and as a symbol of light in the darkest times. And as of the moment, I want to help my community. I want to use my strength to make an impact. And that is the essence of beauty pageant. It gives us the power to make a difference.
Well said, Iloilo. Rabia Mateo. All right, now we call on our final contestant. Parañaque, Maria Isabella Ismael. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody.
You seem very confident.
It might just be my voice.
Okay. Let's see. So I will ask you two questions. You were able to pick a number backstage. After you talk for 30 seconds, you will hear a chime like this. Then I will ask you another question. At the end of 30 seconds, you will hear a chime as well. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Your first question. To a child who has never seen a pageant, how would you describe a beauty queen?
I would tell that child that a beauty queen is somebody who is, first and foremost, a human being. She's somebody that is proud of who she is, but most importantly, she is somebody that brings hope. When she wears that crown on her head, it's not just because she's the most beautiful girl in the room, but it's because she's the woman who inspires hope. She's the woman who inspires love and productivity and somebody being authentic. And a beauty queen is somebody that we should always look up to.
Thank you. Time for your second question. This pandemic has made clear our priorities, essential or non-essential. Where do pageants stand at a time of crisis?
In my experience with the pandemic and being in one of the most prestigious pageants in the Philippines, I've realized that pageants are something that can give Filipinos hope, and it's something that can give Filipinos something to look forward to. It's something that we as Filipinos, as a pageant-loving nation, it's something that we're so proud of. It's something that gives us life. And that's the relevance of what a pageant is. We help each other out, we help other people, and we help ourselves grow. We help each other prosper through any negative aspect.
Thank you very much. Round of applause. Parañaque, Maria Isabella Ismael. Thank you so much. And that concludes the final phase of what must have been the longest journey of our candidates in any local pageant, actually in any pageant in the history of pageants. Over 8 months since their red carpet media presentation in February, leaving only these 5 confident, beautiful, and empowered Filipinas standing right here on our stage tonight. Let's go ahead and take a final look at the 5 phenomenal contenders for the crown of Miss Universe Philippines 2020, starting with Quezon City, Michelle Gumabao. Thank you, Michelle. Next up, Cavite, Kimberly Billy Hackinson. Thank you so much, Billy. Next up from Bohol, Pauline Amalinks. Thank you so much, Bohol, Pauline Amalinks. Next up, let's see Iloilo, Rabia Mateo. Thank you so much, Iloilo. And finally, Parañaque, Maria Isabella Ismael. Thank you so much. And there you have it. Once again, a round of applause for our 5 finalists. One of the major perks of joining national contests like this are the prizes that are at stake for our winner. Here is an amazing showcase of the prizes for our Miss Universe Philippines 2020. Helping us crown the first phenomenal woman is the Villarica family from Mekawayan, Bulacan, a place renowned of its center for world-class craftsmanship in fine jewelry making. They own Villarica Pawn Shop, the expert on gold and precious stones, backed by a 65-year experience in empowering Filipino women. The crown is aptly named Filipina. Aside from the exquisite Villarica crown, Miss Universe Philippines 2020 will also bring home a brand new MG car. Expect the extraordinary. Plus all exclusive and lucrative management contracts, endorsements, and cash prizes, including being the ambassador of Olay, Downy, Lazada, as Miss PLDT Home, and as Miss Cream Silk. Who will win these amazing prizes and emerge as the winner of the most coveted crown in the entire Philippines? Well, she is none other than... Yes, it's not happening right now. I'm sure all of you guys are screaming at your TVs and your laptops like, hurry up, Casey. You're just going to have to wait a little bit longer because we will find out very soon. Actually, right after this break. We would like to thank our generous sponsors who made tonight's event possible. Our official presenter, Front Row, the choice of the universe. Our co-presenters, Cream Silk, Conditioned to be Greater. Olay, Fearless, Face More. Lazada, Go Where Your Heart Beats. Downy, Freshness that is refreshing and long-lasting every single day. Our major sponsors, PLDT Home, rediscover what really matters. Ginebra, we are one Ginebra nation. Cetaphil, complete your health routine. MG, be extraordinary. Huawei, make it possible. Villarica, abot kamay ang pangarap. Grab, forward together. Javianas, home in Javianas. Biyaheng busog, sa amin ang biyahe, sa iyo ang busog. St. Luke's, our promise to you, patient-centered care. NYX, Institute of Beauty, grow with us, glow with us. Marked Salon, hashtag, get marked. Game, glam artist management and events. Empire Studios, Petron, saan ka man dalhin ng buhay, meron kang kasabay, Petron, kasabay sa lakbay. Bioshea, we sell beauty. Manila Hotel, you are safe here at the Grand Dame. Versosa Aesthetic Clinic, beauty verified. Options PH, going for innovation. Baguio Country Club, the first and only 5-star mountain resort in the Philippines. We would also like to thank our gracious hosts and friends from the government, FDCP, the Department of Health, and Presidential Spokesperson Secretary Harry Roque. As this momentous day was approaching, many pageant fans speculated on whether she will be here to crown her successor. Well, the universe has conspired and she is here with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, on the stage of the first edition of Miss Universe Philippines, please welcome last year's Miss Universe Philippines, Gazini Ganados.
As I walk in the stage one last time, in front of my beloved Filipinas, I look back on this incredible once-in-a-lifetime journey. I would like to immensely thank everyone who made this possible. To Mr. and Mrs. Araneta for this life-changing opportunity. To my team and trainers, Origin, Kagandahang Flores Cebu and Manila, and to Voltaire, thank you for the time and effort you shared with me. To Mommy Carrie Santiago for all the masterpieces you've designed for me on our journey. To my Queen sisters, thank you for being on this ride with me. To Mama Carmen and Mommy Marilu for being my strength and shield. To my supporters, Gazinity, Gazinifeed, Gazininjas, and Gaziniverse. To Mommy Jonas Borses, who is no longer with us now, I miss you achingly and I am grateful for everything. The universe did not only give me an experience of a lifetime, it gave me a family, it gave me a father, Gazan Iwamer. Lastly, to my fellow countrymen, thank you for rooting for me despite the odds. To all the candidates, congratulations. Standing on this stage is now a testament to how much you all had to overcome just to get here. To my successor, may you be blessed with a fruitful year ahead. As one nation, let us all join hands as we rise together from the ashes of this pandemic. Faster, better, stronger, just like a phoenix.
For the last time, with the utmost pride, this is Gazini Ganados, Miss Universe Philippines 2019. Daghang salamat, mabuhay Pilipinas!
To our most passionate pageant fans here and abroad, I hope you're all ready because it is now time for us to declare the new Miss Universe Philippines. I would like to call on our official representative from SGV, Sisip, Horace, and Valayo and Company, our official tabulators for the final results of what must have been the toughest and closest competitions we've had in local pageant history. Our fourth runner-up is Cavite. The third runner-up is Bohol! The second runner-up is Quezon City! Only two remained. Let me remind you that in case the winner fails to fulfill her duties and obligations, the first runner-up will take over as Miss Universe Philippines. I will announce the name of the winner first. That means the other contender is our first runner-up. Ladies, take a deep breath. It is time for the moment of truth. Miss Universe Philippines 2020 is Miss Iloilo! Mabuhay ang Miss Universe Philippines organization. To our judges, sponsors, and to all of our phenomenal delegates, our most heartfelt appreciation for all of the support and participation in this year's pageant, Miss Universe Philippines 2020.